today's routine I'm about to show you is a routine I've been doing for a few weeks now, so I'd say it's like a staple, and it's one that I just don't even think about anymore. And I think it's perfect for if you have acne and oily prone skin, because that's what I have, and it works very, very well during the day. So I'm very excited to show you guys what I do. So to start off, I love this Hourglass Vanish Primer. I've featured it a few times, but the more I use it, the more I love it. It's really, really good at mattifying and really airbrushing my T-zone. Before, I never realized that I had pores. I just completely ignored them, but now that I've realized I do, I really need to like airbrush them out a bit and just like soften the base. So I really, really like this primer. It's quite a unique formula, very lightweight but very moisturizing, and really does a really good job at airbrushing my base. So for my foundation, I love to mix these two products. This foundation has been my go-to, and it's what I've been using most days, to be honest, even during the day. Some people might find it a bit heavy, but I actually quite like it. Didn't think I would, because it's quite a soft matte finish, and to be honest, this is gonna sound crazy, but I have been preferring the soft matte finish rather than the dewy, if I'm being completely honest, because summer I just really get really oily, and I'm not that into the dewy look anymore right now. So this is what I do. I basically mix the Charlotte Magic Serum with the Dior Backstage Face and Body, and it literally creates the perfect balance between dewy but matte, because the Magic Serum is like obviously really dewy and this foundation is a soft matte finish, so I get the best of both worlds but without the actual feel of grease. So yeah, that's what I do. I just kind of just do a bit of this, and the brush just blends it out. So yeah, this is my foundation. If you're ever wondering what I'm wearing, it's either this or of course a tinted moisturizer. But yeah, this foundation is like a perfect night and day foundation. For the daytime, it's not heavy. I don't find it heavy at all. I've never tried the MAC Face and Body. I hear really good things about that, but this one's just, I gravitated towards this one more, so I bought it. And I've been obsessed. It's always a risk to buy foundations because they're so expensive and you just don't know if you like it or not, but I actually really, really love this. And again, as the name suggests, you can use it on your body. I just never put foundation on my body ever, ever, ever. It's just not something I do. I just think about my clothes. So this just stays on my face, and the shade matches perfect. I'm in the shade 3.5N. So yeah, this is what the mix looks like all blended out. It looks so natural but still luminous, and there's definitely coverage with this foundation. It's not a coverage shy base, but I love that. I love how it looks. It's still very breathable. So now onto concealer. This is a new concealer I've added into my routine. It's by Rose Inc. As we all know, I love the Rose Inc tinted serum, so I was very, very excited to try the concealer because I already have such high expectations. And the concealer is much more full coverage. It's not like sheer or anything, it's a concealer. So that was like a shock to me, but I'm so in love with it. It's such a good concealer, brightening your eye. The coverage is great. Like, Rose Inc has become like one of my favorite makeup brands, to be honest. This is the shade LX090. The shade for me right now is quite light because I've tanned, but it's still very natural in the way that it kind of brightens up the center of my face. I don't mind how it looks. This base I'm doing today is not my usual sheer vibe. It's more like if I'm trying to put a bit more effort into my routine, this is what I do. I really like how this looks at the end. You'll see what I mean, but it just looks really flawless and gorgeous, and yeah. I just kind of blend out the center and just keep the focus on my chin and my under eye. I just do like the traditional put the concealer under the eye. I don't really do any like manipulation, contouring, all of that, because usually I can't be bothered. So I just bring it up into the corner high. People usually ignore this corner here. They usually just keep the concealer under the eye, but you need to remember the inner corner because that's where the darkness is. And then just blend it out, and it creates a really, obviously it's not blended completely, but you can see it creates a really snatched look. I like to get a little powder, the Charlotte Tilbury airbrush powder, and just pat it a little bit, not like caking, baking and all of that. I just like to just here focus the set. I'll show you. I'll show you actually. Yeah, I get my little mini airbrush powder. This goes everywhere with me. It's like the best setting powder I've ever used. And I just tap a bit under my eye not baking, just really just set it. I literally put it right on my lashes, like right there, not drag it under and, you know, get that whole under eye vibe. I just literally want to set where the concealer is right under my eye. So that's what I do, the smallest amount, and this stops so much creasing. It's so good. And I got the little version to just top up during the day, so I highly recommend doing that as well. And then with any leftover, I do my chin and like around my nose, but it's not my main priority. It's just if there's any product left. These days, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't really been contouring. Contouring hasn't been like my go-to thing. I think summer usually I never really do because I think the focus is on the blush and looking happy and vibrant. So that's exactly what I've been doing. I've been focusing more on the blush and highlighter. The products for this that I've been loving is the nude sticks, sticks that, you know, everyone talks about. I'm really late to this trend, but I'm so happy. I have quite a few shades in the blush, but the one I always use is Poppy's Girl. This shade is so gorgeous and vibrant. It's such a beautiful, like, pinky kind of like, I don't know how to describe it. You'll see what it looks like. It's very bright, very pigmented. And the highlighter that I always use is a Bubbly BB. BB? Don't know what that says. Anyway, the sticks are so pigmented, so lovely. I love how they're packaged because they have the product on one side and then the brush. This is so good for on the go. I always do my makeup on the go, in the car, on the train, so this is very, very handy. So yeah, I've been really into the blush highlighter combo. I used to always skip highlighter, but it's so funny with makeup how like your mind just changes. You eventually get over things and it's always changing. Like now I'm into soft matte. Who would have thought? Who would have thought I'm into soft matte makeup? But yeah, I like to get a bit of this on the back of my hand. As always with creams, I like to warm it up a bit. These are so pigmented, literally. Not as pigmented as the Rare Beauty, but quite close. Not a lot of people like cream blushes, but I think they look the best on the skin. I tried to use a liquid the other day and I hated it. I don't hate liquids, but they're just like so difficult to make look good, and they're so difficult to work with in my opinion. So a cream is always going to be my thing. I do like quite a lot of blush, but I'm going to try and keep it quite subtle today so I don't ruin everything I've done. And there's a shade, I think it's called Picante. That shade is so it's like a red. It's so gorgeous on this. Every skin tone I've seen it on, it looks so vibrant. I personally don't really do a red blush. I do more pinky and like nudie browns kind of, but that shade is so gorgeous. Then the same thing for the highlighter, but the highlighter I actually like to use the brush that comes with the thing. Like I like to use that brush because it's just small enough to use. So I'm just gonna like swap and then just pat it onto the high points. I'm just gonna pat it and just do this, and you can see it gives that perfect wet look, but not glittery. I hate the glitter look. I hate looking like I have glitter. Again, creams don't really do that, which is why I use them. And this brush is literally the perfect size to get on your cheekbones and like on your nose. And then to set everything for the day, I really like this Urban Decay All Nighter Ultra Glow setting spray. It's the glow version of the normal All Nighter. I like to set my face with this. Of course, the All Nighter, we all know it's such a good setting spray, so you know your makeup's not gonna move during the day. Then you just let that dry and then you're done. You don't really need like mascara, lipstick. You can add a lipstick to be fair, or a lip gloss, but I really like how this looks like I'm not wearing makeup at all, but I've got so much makeup on. I really like how this looks like you, but kind of like nicer. So yeah, I think mascara is a big giveaway when you wear makeup. If you wear mascara, it really does say I am wearing makeup. So if you want to make it less obvious, skip mascara, I think. So yeah guys, this is my current base routine that I've been doing every day. I need to wear makeup. I do obviously switch it out sometimes, but this is what I don't think about when I'm doing makeup. I literally just do it and I really like how it looks. I hope you guys also enjoy how it looks. Also, do let me know if you have any video suggestions for the summer, because you know summer's got so many new launches, there's so many new ideas, so many cool things to do. So do let me know if you want to see a particular thing from me and I'll definitely consider it, write it down, you know. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I will see you again in my next one. Bye.